Hey everyone, King Size Customs here with the video driving a truck. I think we already have our trailer here. Actually, matter of fact, yeah, we do. Yeah, so we already have a trailer. It's a... Nope, we're going to go get our trailer. Okay, that's our load. It is a bulldozer. So, pretty cool, pretty cool. Fun load to do, just a pain in the butt to pick up. But I'm going to leave here and let you enjoy the song. And we're going to go drive around for a little bit.
Check it out. I've been waiting, playing for a long time. X amount of thoughts carried out in my mind. I turn on the TV and see crime. Script written diligently, then it on time. Push the power button, now to the power something. Opened up my fridge and found nothing. Dip to my room with the over a spoon. Wishing I could write another tune. But my hands are paralyzed, plus my eyes wanna shed tears, but it's not possible. There's the burden of things I couldn't bear. Feelings weren't dealt with properly. Remorse follows me with this good friend, the threat of poverty. Here's where I am, versus where I think I ought to be. There's a certain chance I'm a victim of circumstance. I take a look at myself and at first glance I see who I recently thought to be me. Based on identities, public and private. Behold the radio pirate, the felon, chillin' with the guns in your melon. A pimp with his pockets swelling, a jester, a slave with rules and faster. The wannabe pre-med, pre-D-dread, an academic reject, hoping to D-tag. Why we wreck what God did? Even laws all in, we go to war, come back and come up with more. I'm kind, friendly, your worst enemy, charming, fast, and potentially dangerous. Have you ever heard of such? I'm invisible and impossible to touch.
Alright, so here we are on the road. Well, almost, but close enough. So, I've been doing a little bit of thinking. Now with my cleared head and my fired up, my fiery attitude, as I used to be when I was, 14? Yeah, I keep referencing that video. Just something inside me sparked, man. And it, I feel like I'm thinking clear. I want to say I felt like I've been in a funk ever since I was getting ready to graduate from college, which, again, it's been a little while. So, not really a depression, but just, not feeling quite like yourself. Pretty sure we all have those days. But no, so lately, it's been getting better. I've been thinking more on other things where it's like, nobody wants to be or hang around me. My cars aren't doing anything. Mostly because I couldn't do that much. Knock on wood, as I'm recording the audio for this, the weather's been getting better and I've been doing customs like a madman. Nah, not really. I've learned to kind of take my time with it. Rome wasn't built in a day and most cars aren't usually painted in one coat. So, I've just been taking my time, and the one I'm working on, as of recording this, it's taken me about 3 days, and I'm doing interior detail, not with spray paint, with acrylics, but I'm doing interior detail, I'm doing headlight, tail light, grill insert detail. I want to do the turn signals. I'm working on the Chevelle, if you guys are checking that out. Also, too, there's a little plug for my Instagram coming up soon, so yeah, I've been thinking on some things, and just hanging out. I've been working on putting job applications in, got a couple more in, just waiting for people to call me back on these job applications, but again, people are being real supportive, telling me that it takes time to find a job, especially now, So I've been thinking, I get that thing where people don't like me, or I feel like people don't, and it's mostly in my head. I think everybody has that struggle, and that's more of a motivator for me now, where it's like, you know what, you don't like me, I'm not going to make you like me, I'm going to find people who will like me. However, the other thing is I like to prove people wrong. That's why I kind of started doing it's one thing why Hot Wheels cars for me are always fun to customize, because it's such a tiny object that a lot of people just see, and it's something that's, around. Nobody really pays attention to it except a lot of us collectors and customizers. So it's fun to hear the reactions of people when they go, well, wait a minute, you did that and your hand-eye's not that good and your vision is what? So, especially doing the little details. But that's just me. So the crux of it is, on Instagram, I posted up a part about how it was a picture of how I kind of broke the base on the Chevelle. I took a picture and I put the caption as, "This is why you are patient." Well, some people from my past actually liked that picture, which I thought was really cool. Like, these are people who aren't affiliated with customs or Hot Wheels, aren't in the world of Hot Wheels, kind of in the world of art, I guess you could say. I mean, it's not a big deal. They're not like local hometown celebrities or anything. They're girls from, there are girls that I knew from, one was from, elementary school, the other one's from high school. And the one from high school, we talked a little bit in college, because I would see her every once in a while before an English class or something like that. It was a few years ago, like 3 years ago. Anyway, just saying, it's cool that this person really liked what I was doing. And it gave me a little bit more hope that maybe some people find me not as off-putting as I think that I find myself. To unpack that a little bit further, maybe all the things that I like that I feel nobody would understand or like, people seem to like. Understanding, well, it's kind of hard to assess when when you have somebody who's just hitting a button behind the screen. You can't really tell, is this a like, or is this something they're willing to pursue, something they want to pursue. But what makes it really feel a little bit different to me is that this is a person that, I know them. I don't know them that well. I'd possibly like to get to know them better and make up an opinion about them. Not an opinion per se, but something that's a little bit based in a little bit more fact, a little bit more experience of them. But that's kind of how my life runs at times, There'll be girls that I like, but due to circumstances or just who I am, I never really take my time. I never really get to know them. Because the times when this had happened, I was trying to just blaze through life and get this one objective done and go on to the next thing. Like my first love, first person I really, really cared about. Again, a time when I was younger, I was just trying to get through. I mean, this is going back a ways. I was just trying to get through a grade. And I was like, you know what? College will be my time. Skip to high school. Another girl that I liked, there were a few that I thought liked me, but I never really pursued it that much. And again, high school, I don't really care about high school, man. They make me go through all this work, and they make us do all this stuff, and in the end, it doesn't really pay off me. And by the way, that's my impression of me. And it wasn't me in high school, but that's the typical high schooler mindset, I guess. That's what I heard. Me in high school, it was just like, I'm going to get through this, and then I'm going to go to college, and then I'm going to graduate from college, and then I'm going to get a job, and then I'm going to have a house, and maybe a car, and be able to do things that I want to do, because now I'll have some financial independence. But anyway, it was like, I'm just blazing through this. I'm going to put my time in, day out, and they have to release me at one time. Yeah, I was a punk. I saw I saw high school as prison almost. But I met some really great people that I still talk to this day. Some of you I talk to maybe once a month, maybe once every 6 months, but it's kind of because I try to create this image of I'm busy, but truth is, half the time I'm doing several other things and trying to keep this active mind from from frying itself, from overrunning. But that's just the way it is. So anyway, high school, a couple of girls who I was kind of interested in. Didn't really pursue anything because at the time, I'm Mr. Cool. Honestly, my headspace was somewhere else. I was trying to get through, and I really do sound like Boosie Collins sometimes. No, I was trying to get through high school, and, I was just waiting for the next big thing. And maybe this is a video more about how you gotta actually slow down and take life one step at a time sometimes, or most of the time. So otherwise you don't see the fine detail in life. Which, maybe in high school was the lesson I should have learned earlier. I feel like I learned it more now, but also too, at this time in my life, it's easier for me to step back and not really try to get things done because I got most of the time in the world. There are some commitments that take up my time, and then there are others that really don't. But anyway, so the girl from high school, and it was funny, the last time we talked, I kept saying about how I changed, how I'm different, how, I'm not as this, I'm not as that. And she said something that you hear people say, and for me it never quite hit me till this person said it to me. She's like, yeah, that was high school, everybody does dumb stuff in high school. Wait a minute, really? I didn't say that out loud, but it hit me in the head. I'm like, wait a minute. And then we went on to talking about something else, I forget, but I think it was mostly about her course load and how she was kind of stressing herself out, but also too, I had semesters where it was like, time to hop on the struggle bus, but I got through it with a lot of help, a lot of support. So anyway, but it felt good that this person's still kind of in the proximity of my life, I'll say. It's this person, this girl's an acquaintance. I don't know if there's anything going on with her relationship-wise. And again, it's one of those things where it's like, I can make a million excuses, and everyone sounds good to me, but most of you guys are probably out there like, how come you never try? How come you never ask? How come you don't, if you like this person that much, how come you don't risk yourself and try to be in their lives? And sometimes I feel that it's a bit of a risk. Sometimes I feel it's a bit of a risk that's not worth taking. But that's just me. I mean, shoot, the next episode is going to be based on why I like trucking and things I've learned watching different little programs on trucking. This will probably be a preamble, but sometimes, the word risk is not the same as practice, or it doesn't have the same levity, the same gravity, the same consequences. There's trying, and then there's risking, where it's like a kid will push their limits and try things, and there won't be a huge downfall, where with the risk there will be that. There is the chance for a downfall, for total calamity. Maybe I gotta stop looking at myself, my social interactions as having risks, and just be like, hey, see what happens. I mean, and I kind of sort of know why I'm like that, but I'll leave that for the next episode. But anyway, it's funny, there are people that are in my life, sort of, in the proximity of my life. Well, they're in my life, let's say that. I know these people. That's probably a better way of saying things. I'm not a wordsmith, I'm not great with expressing myself too much, but, and also too, it's hard to do when you're sitting behind the wheel of a truck and you're talking to a microphone. You don't have an audience. You don't have somebody giving you feedback and helping you. Because even in interviews where you have an interviewer and a guest, you still get those situations where it's like, okay, I have this person who's nodding, giving me eye contact. Anyway, we all know those of us who have YouTube channels and all that fun stuff. Anywho, it's cool that this person's in my life, but I don't know. I guess I have mixed feelings about that. I think she's pretty. I think she's nice. It's just some of her interests don't go too well with mine, and that's the thing. And then because she's pretty, and then there's me. We all know I have some self-confidence issues, some self-appearance issues here. I laugh about that, but it's the God's honest truth. Because she's pretty, she could probably be with any guy she would want to be with. Just saying. And then there's me, where it's like, I'm not what you would say classically handsome. Or that's, well, again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's really subject, it's not object. But I'm not winning any Mr. America contests, or, I'm not going to be on Time's 100 Sexiest Men, or, just saying. The facts are what they are. That being said, though, I kind of always felt like that. Even when I'm in a good mood, I've always been like that, Because those of you who watch my little vlogs where you can actually see myself, where you can see myself, right? Where I can see myself, or where you can see me through the camera, you see how I look. And when you've been judged so much, it just becomes old habit. There was a time, again, and I'm still working to that time, it's just more of a mindset where people, again, would stare at me. That seems to be running through this channel all the time. And that, I would feel really bad about it, which, the thing is, I shouldn't feel bad that people are staring at me. And it's not that I'm being actually, that's a hard one to wrap your head around. It is because I'm being stared at. But it's not because of, I don't feel bad because of how I look. I feel bad because of people's ignorance, and that nobody will say anything. And a lot of the people who say something always got, like, something that, some ailment, some issue. You know where I'm going down there. You know where I'm going with that road. I mean, the last time I had a person that I actually walked by and they cringed, which was, to me, I kind of take, I don't know. It's a love-hate relationship. I hate that people treat me that way, but I kind of do like that for some odd reason I got a false sense of power through this. Just, I don't know, it's one of those weird things, man. Right here I'm pulling to the side to turn off the podcast because I was recording the video while listening to something, and my nephews were here this weekend. They were really asleep, and then one came out of the room to go use the bathroom. Anyway, trying to be a safe, cautious driver here. This is one of my better driving days where I don't really hit anything, or people don't hit me. I've gotten better. I've learned the truck a little bit. Then this truck stalls out on me. But yeah, it's just, that's probably part of where everything starts out for me. Yeah, I do some illegal stuff here because I can't go down and turn because this is a game, not the real world. There's no exit down there for me. But I also like how people are nice and will actually stop for you once you put your signal on, and they kind of get an idea of what you're doing. Like, I inch out and the car will stop actually, sooner or later. And that's another thing I like about, it's customizing. Nah, I'll save that for another video. just stay tuned. I hate to be all, and wait, but there's more, but you have to stay tuned for later videos. I don't mean to be like that, guys. It is who I am. Lost my train of thought. Anyway, just going back to it, it's weird that, well, it's not weird. The things that I'm afraid that people will find weird or nerdy or not like, it seems people tend to like. And I've always found it a little strange that people, for as many people as I see who are sort of afraid of me because of how I look, there are about as many people who think I'm cool, who like my opinions, who like what I say, who like how I talk. It is very strange to me. I'm in the wrong lane. I just realized that. You know, I guess it is true that you find interests that you like, and then other people will find things that you like to do. I guess that's why and this is going back a few years, this is before my time, but I guess that's why the forums and chat rooms were so popular, and I guess that's why Instagram is so popular, because you take pictures of, well, most people do, your interests, and then there's something there for you. You know, there's a community that'll eventually find what you like. So that's kind of cool. I mean, I think it's gotten better with technology in some aspects, and that's one of them. Whereas, like, you know, if you're into things that aren't really popular in your area, you'll find people that are outside your area that are interested in what you like. So, I know there's one simple conclusion that you are probably coming to by this time in the video. Internet plus girlfriends equals online dating. I've had that recommendation quite a few times. It's just, part of it is, I kind of am happy being single. But anyway, we're coming up to the drop site, so I'm going to stop talking and drop a song in. Later.
Don't hurry. I'm sorry. 私のことを無視して本気で愛さないで恋なんてただのゲーム楽しめばそれでいいの私が心を飾るあれなどですもいつも孤独な友達